Now the question number 21. The wavelengths of two nodes in air are 36 by 195 meters and 36 by 193 meters. Each node produces 10 beats per second separately with a third note of fixed frequency. So the velocity of sound in air meters per second is how much? So first of all, given here each note produces 10 beats per second with a third note of fixed frequency. This is the given first of all. Now here I will take beat frequency, that is n1 difference n2, that is the beat frequency here. So first of all, lambda 1 is equal to how much given here? 36 by 195 meters, and lambda 2 36 by 193 meters. But here velocity v is equal to n1 into lambda 1. From this we will write n1 is equal to v by lambda 1, and v is equal to n2 lambda 2, and n2 is equal to v by lambda 2. But here one thing we have remember, that is lambda 1 less than lambda 2 and n1 greater than n2. These two we have to remember. Now already we know that each note produces 10 beats per second with a third note of frequency. So let n is the frequency of third note, then n1 difference n2, this is the beat frequency. Now I will write here n1 minus n, that is frequency, that is taken as number 1, and n minus n2 is equal to, that is also 10, that is second one. So by addition of these two, n get cancelled, n1 minus n2 is equal to 20. But here frequency n1 means what is that here? V by lambda 1 minus v by lambda 2 is equal to 20. V common, 1 by lambda 1 is nothing but 36 by 195. So 1 by is nothing but 195 by 36, and 193 by 36 is equal to 20. So V times LCM 36, 195 minus 193 2 is equal to 20. V is equal to 36 into 20 divided by 2. 2 tens are, here speed is equal to 360 meters per second or meter second to the power of minus 1. So which option is correct here? 360. Option D is correct. Now the question number 22. An iron load of 2 kg is suspended in air from the free end of a sonometer of wire length 1 meter. A tuning fork of frequency 256 Hz is in resonance with the 1 by root 7 times the length of the sonometer wire. If the load is immersed in water, the length of the wire in water that will be resonance with the same tuning fork is, the specific gravity of iron is given 8. So first of all, initially the length of the sonometer wire L1 is equal to 1 meter and L2 is equal to, they gave here 1 by root 7, that is meters. Then afterwards one thing, L1 is nothing but it is present in air, and L2 is nothing but when it is present in water, that length change it to this one. And afterwards specific gravity is equal to 8. So that means specific gravity 8 is equal to tension in air, that is nothing but weight in air, divided by tension in air minus tension in water. Tension is nothing but what is that? M into G, weight. So why? Because Here this is the body which is coming in the downward direction mg, and here tension T, when this wire is connected to sonometer. So that means what happens in this case here, 8 is equal to, that is 1 by 8 is equal to T air minus T water divided by T air. So here 1 by 8 is equal to T air by T air is nothing but 1 minus T water divided by T air. So here T water divided by T air is equal to 1 minus 1 by 8. Simply T water divided by T air is equal to 7 by 8. But actually we know that what is the frequency formula here? N is equal to 1 by 2L times root over T by mu. But here length is inversely proportional to tension, root T. So that length is directly proportional to tension. So that means L1 divided by L2 is equal to T1 divided by T2 root. So T1 means what is that here? Air. T2 is nothing but water. So L1 already we know this one, air, this is water. So L1 in air how much here? 1 divided by L2 is nothing but how much here? Root 7 is equal to square root over air by water. Here water by air is 7 by 8, air by water is 8 by 7. So 1 by root 7 is equal to root 8 by root 7. Here both are cancelled, but one thing we have to remember in this case. So what is that one here? This is length in air, that is 1, but here it is length in water, and here length in water, that is root 7 times. So that means what happens in this case here? Root 7 cancel. Length in water is equal to 1 by root 8 times. So which option is correct here? Option D is correct. Now the question number 23, assertion and reason. Optical fibers are widely used in communication network. Reason: optical fibers are small in size, lightweight, flexible, and there is no scope for interference in them. So first of all, assertion: optical fibers are widely used in communication system. It is absolutely right. Now whatever the using this Airtel or otherwise Jio or whatever the networks are there, completely, and fiber network, everything that should be possible by means of this communication network. So that means assertion A is correct. And here reason: optical fibers are small in size, lightweight, flexible, and there is no scope for interference in them. So here in optical fibers, which one takes place here? Total internal reflection takes place, but there is no chance of interference pattern. So that means this is also correct. So that means both A and R are true, but here R is the correct explanation of A. So that means option A is correct. Or the refracting angle of prism is A, and the refractive index of material of the prism is cot A by 2. The angle of minimum deviation of prism is how much? So here angle of prism, we know this one, A is equal to A, and refractive index is given mu is equal to cot A by 2, and the minimum deviation required, we know the formula, mu is equal to sin A plus minimum deviation divided by 2 divided by sin A by 2. Here mu means what is that here? Cot A by 2 is equal to sin A plus d by 2 divided by sin A by 2. Cot A by 2 can be written as cos A by 2 divided by sin A by 2 is equal to sin A plus d by 2 divided by sin A by 2. Both are cancelled. Here cos A by 2 is equal to sin A plus d by 2. Cos A by 2 can be written as sin 90 minus A by 2. Here sin A plus d by 2, dropping sign, 90 minus a by 2 is equal to a plus d by 2. Here 180 minus a divided by 2 is equal to a plus d by 2. Both side cancel. 180 minus a is equal to a plus d. Here d is equal to 180 minus a, d is equal to 180 minus 2a, or otherwise d is equal to 180 means pi minus 2a. So which option is correct here? Pi minus 2a. Option B is correct. Now the question number 25. The principal section of a glass prism is an isosceles triangle of ABC with AB is equal to AC. The face of AC is silvered. A ray of light is incident normally on the face AB, and after two reflections it emerges from the base BC perpendicular to the base. Angle BAC of the prism is how much? Now according to the question we draw the diagram like this. So in this diagram, what is that? ABC is an isosceles triangle. AB is equal to AC. This side is equal to this side. That means two sides are equal, base angles are equal. So that's why angle ABC is equal to angle ACB is equal to beta, and angle BAC is alpha. So what is given here? A light ray which is falls perpendicular to the one side and other side is silvered. Then after the reflection, then here first reflection and second reflection, the light ray which must be passing through the base, and that is perpendicular to the base. So which one we want to calculate here? This alpha value we want to calculate. So how to calculate this alpha? First of all, here in triangle ABC, alpha plus beta, sum of all the angles is 180 degrees. So that means alpha plus 2 beta is equal to 180 degrees. This is the first equation. Then afterwards, triangle PQ, that means APQ. So anyway we can write here triangle APQ. In this triangle, this is the alpha, this is 90. What about this one? It is perpendicular, 90 degree. 90 minus I1, this one. So that means alpha plus 90 plus 90 minus I1 is equal to 180. 90, 90, 180 cancel. So alpha is equal to I1. This is very, very important notation, second one. Now the triangle PQR. PQR is the triangle. In the triangle it is 90, it is I1, and it is 90 minus I2. This is I2. So that means what happens here? 90 plus 2I1 plus 90 minus I2 is equal to 180. Again 90, 90, 180 cancel. So here I2 is equal to 2I1. This is another important notation, that one. Then afterwards another one, another triangle RBS. In RBS triangle, this is beta, this is 90, and this is Y. Y means what is that here? 90 minus I2. Both angles are equal. So that means what happens here? Beta plus 90 minus I2 is equal to 180. 90, 90, 180 cancel. So beta is equal to I2. This is the fourth notation. Now here from 1, alpha plus beta is equal to 180 degrees, and alpha plus 2 beta is equal to 180 degrees. But one thing remember here, beta is equal to I2 here from 4, but actually what is I2 here? From 3, I2 is equal to 2I1. So that means beta is equal to 2I1, but actually what is I1 is equal to alpha. Remember, these are very important here. This is beta is equal to I2, that is from fourth equation. Beta is equal to 2I1, that is what is this one? I2 is equal to 2I1. This is from third. and I1 is equal to alpha. I1 is equal to alpha from 2. So that means what happens here? Alpha is nothing but, here we will write alpha plus 2 into beta is 2I1. So that means 2I1 is equal to 180 degrees, and here alpha plus 2 times 2 into, what about I1 is equal to alpha now? Alpha is equal to 180 degrees. Alpha plus 4 alpha is equal to 180 degrees, and 5 alpha is equal to 180 degrees, and alpha is equal to 180 by 5 is equal to 36 degrees. So which option is correct here? Option B is correct. Now the question number 26. Consider the following statements A and B and identify the correct answer. Fresnel diffraction pattern occurs when the source of light or the screen on which the diffraction pattern is seen, or when both finite distance from the aperture. So this one is correct. Then diffracted light can be used to estimate the helical structure of nucleic acids. That is not possible. So that means C, A is true but B is false. Now the question number 27. The magnetic induction and the intensity of magnetic field inside an iron core of electromagnet are 1 Weber by meter square and 150 ampere by meters. The relative permeability of iron is how much? Given value mu naught is equal to 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 Henry per meter. But here magnetic field of induction, that is magnetic field of induction B is equal to mu into H. This is the equation number 1. Actually we know that relative permeability, that is mu R is equal to mu by mu naught. So mu by mu naught. So here mu R is equal to, this is second equation from second 2 and 1. Here mu means what is that? B by H. I am substituting here B divided by mu naught into H. So here B already we know 1. Mu naught is nothing but 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 into H is nothing but 150 ampere by meter. So is equal to 1 divided by 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 into 150, that is 15 into 10. 4 15s are 60. So here 4 15s are 60, here 10 600. So that's why 6 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7 plus 2. So that means what happens here? 1 by 6 pi into 10 to the power of minus 5. So here what happens in this case? 10 to the power of 5 divided by 6 pi. That is 10 to the power of 5 by 6 pi. So which option is correct here? 10 to the power of 5 by 6 pi. Option D is correct. Now the question number 28. The magnetic needle of a vibration magnetometer makes 12 oscillations per minute in the horizontal component of its magnetic field. When external short bar magnet is placed at some distance away from the axis of the needle in the same line, it makes 15 oscillations per minute. If the poles of the bar magnet are interchanged, the number of oscillations it makes per minute is how much? So first of all, what happens here? Frequency N1, that is how many oscillations here? 12 oscillations. So N1 is equal to 1 by 2 pi times square root over M into B divided by I is equal to 12 oscillations. This is the equation number 1. Next, second one, that is 1 by 2 pi times, what happens in this case here? When an external short bar magnet is placed at some distance away from the axis in the same line. So that means M B plus B1 divided by I is equal to how many here? 15. This is second one. Then what happens here? Poles of the bar magnet are interchanged. Interchanged is nothing but reversed. What happens here? N3 is equal to 1 by 2 pi times square root over M times B minus B1. Interchange means minus, divided by I. This one we want to calculate. N3 value we want to calculate. This is the equation number 3. Now first of all I will divide 1 divided by 2. So that means n1 divided by n2 is equal to 1 by 2 pi times square root over mb divided by I into 2 pi by 1 square root over I divided by m times b plus b1. So here n1 is nothing but 12, n2 15, 2 pi cancel, m cancel, I cancel. So remaining is b divided by b plus b1, squaring on both sides. So here 3 4s are 3 5s are squaring on both sides, 16 by 25 is equal to b divided by b plus 1. Cross multiplication, 16b plus 16b1 is equal to 25b. So then what happens here? 16b1 is equal to 25b minus 16b. 16b1 is equal to 9b. So b1 is equal to 9 by 16b. This is the equation number 4. Substitute 4 in 3. That means n3 is equal to 1 by 2 pi times square root over m times b minus b1, 9 by 16b divided by I is equal to 1 by 2 pi times square root over 16 minus 9, that is how much here? 7 bm divided by 16I. So that means root over 7 by 16 times 1 by 2 pi times square root over mb by I. So what happens in this case here? Root 7 by 16 into what about this one? That is nothing but n1. n1 is nothing but how much? 12. Square root over 7 into 144 divided by 16. 16 9s are. So here 9 into 7 how much here? 63. So which option is correct here? Root 63 is the option B correct. Now the question number 29. The plates of parallel plate capacitor are charged up to 200 volts. A dielectric slab of thickness 4 millimeters is inserted between its plates. Then to maintain the same potential difference between the plates of the capacitor, the distance between the plates is increased by 3.2 meters. Dielectric constant of the dielectric slab is how much? So first of all here we will take the given value. Initial voltage is equal to 200 volts, but initial charge is equal to C into V. C means what is that? Capacitance, that is epsilon naught A divided by D into V. This is the equation number 1. Then what happens here? When dielectric is inserted between plates of capacitor, Q remains constant and V decreases by dielectric constant, that is K. Then charge Q is equal to C into V. But here charge Q is equal to C epsilon naught A divided by, but distance what happens here? That is D dash plus thickness T minus T by K into voltage V. This is second equation. So then what happens here? 1 is equal to 2. Epsilon naught A by D is equal to epsilon naught A divided by D dash plus T minus T by K. So both are cancelled. D is equal to D dash plus T minus T by K. D minus D dash is equal to T common 1 minus 1 by K. So one thing remember here, D minus D dash is equal to 3.2 millimeters and thickness is equal to 4 millimeters. Now here what happens in this case here, d minus d dash divided by t is equal to 1 minus 1 by k. D minus d dash is nothing but 3.2 divided by 4, 1 minus 1 by k. So that means 32 by 40 is equal to 1 minus 1 by k. On simplification, 4 by 5 is equal to 1 minus 1 by k. Here 1 by k is equal to 1 minus 4 by 5. But here 1 by k is equal to 1 by 5. But k is equal to 5. This is the dielectric. So which value is correct here? Option C is correct. Now the question number 30. 3 point charges 1 coulomb, minus 2 coulombs and minus 2 coulombs are placed at the vertices of equilateral triangle of side 1 meter. The work done by an external force to increase the separation of charges to 2 meters in joules is how much? So first of all, here potential energy U is equal to some constant K I will take here, that is Q1 Q2 by R. This is the potential energy. We should remember this. So first of all, I am taking one equilateral triangle, that is A, B and C. Here I am placing minus 2C and here I am placing minus 2C. Here I am placing here plus 1C. So here the distance, that is 1 meter and 1 meter and 1 meter. But here I want to find initial energy. So initial, what is that? So U initial is equal to UAB, UBC and UCA. So that means in all these cases, constant K into AB means minus 2 into minus 2 divided by 1 plus K into minus 2 into plus 1 divided by 1 plus K into 1 into minus 2 divided by 1. So what happens here? Minus 4K. Here minus into minus, plus 4K, minus 2K and minus 2K. Here plus 4K minus 4K. So what is the answer here? 0. So then afterwards what happens here? Here it is the equilateral triangle and now the distance between the charges increased to 2 meters. So here A minus 2C, B minus 2C, C plus 1C. So here final, that is U final is equal to UAB, UBC and UCA. So here K into minus 2 divided by 2 plus K into minus 2 plus 1 divided by 2 plus K into minus 2 plus 1 divided by 2. So then what happens in this case here? Plus 4K by 2 plus here minus 2K by 2 minus 2K by 2. So then what happens here? Plus 2K minus K and minus K. So plus 2K minus minus K. So what is the here? 0. So here work done required. So work done is equal to U final minus U initial. So what is the answer we are getting here? 0 we are getting. So which option is correct here? Option D is correct.